please leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Oh my God. What's up guys, it's your girl Trinity Amanda and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Flicks. Yes, it's me, very inconsistent Trin. I'm back again this Friday like I said I would be. I'm here. It's an accomplishment for me. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Tell me about what's new. What's the tea? Yeah. Oh yeah? What? That's what you're on? Heard you. What's new with me? Honestly, not much is new with me besides the fact that I box braided my own hair. Like, first of all, can we just get a round of applause for that? Like, you're coming from the girl that does not braid hair at all. Like, my fingers are very long, so the way that I form my fingers to braid is just kind of, it's giving very much arthritis and carpal tunnel because I just like I can't form my fingers together to braid. But yes, I box braided my own hair. It doesn't look the best, you know. You can kind of see some of the little imperfections, but honestly, I'm gonna give myself like a 6, maybe a 7. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do want to give myself maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for braiding my hair for the first time. Like, yeah. What else is new? I don't know. I'm getting married. No, I'm kidding. I'm very much alone. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Flicks. Like I said, I will be doing this every Friday or as many Fridays in a row as I can, just to kind of build a repertoire of movie suggestions that I want to pass on to all of my viewers for people that are looking for a good flick to watch on a Friday night. So the two movies that I'm coming to you with today are Brightburn and He's Out There. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. We're gonna start with the movie Brightburn. Brightburn was released in 2019, I believe the summer of 2019, and the genre of this movie is both horror and sci-fi. I'm not a fan of scientific sci-fi movies at all, but let me tell you, this movie is definitely where it's at. So Brightburn is about a couple that is unable to conceive, you know, a child the natural way, so they actually end up adopting like this extraterrestrial being that like crash landed in like a spaceship or something like that out in this town called Brightburn, Kansas. If it's real, I don't know. But the extraterrestrial being kind of came in the form of like a human baby. So, you know, they just adopted him. They were like, you know, we're just going to raise him as normally as we can so he can just be like, you know, just like all the other little kids or whatever. And as the little boy grows up, he becomes more aware of like his supernatural powers and the things that he can do that other people can't. And the more that he realizes that he's different from the other kids, the more problematic he becomes to be. You know, his parents just try to reassure him, you know, there's nothing wrong with you, even though, you know, you're not like all the other kids. That just makes you even more special to us. But, you know, his supernatural abilities start to become a little bit even more problematic once he starts becoming a menace and pretty much terrorizing the town of Brightburn, Kansas. I gave this movie a solid 10 out of 10. Let me tell you why. This movie got one of the highest ratings I've ever given to a movie. When I went to go see Brightburn, it's probably because I was in the movie theater and I got the full experience of sitting in a dark room with nothing but surround sound speakers and nothing but the screen to look at. So, you know, maybe my senses were over flooded by the effects of the movie, but I gave this movie a 10 out of 10 because I thought it was very scary. And I thought it was scary because of how they were able to perfectly mix sci-fi and horror. Like, it wasn't too much about like science, and that's kind of what drives me away from science fiction movies. And they weren't so focused on making it scary. Like, it was a perfect mixture of both. So you got to understand why the little boy is the way he is, and then, you know, you got your little thrills and things. you know, every single chance that they got. And I just thought it was a perfect execution of the genres, you know, meshing together. I just thought it was really good. This movie was actually terrifyingly amazing. It was not your average, you know, superhuman, kind of aware of his own abilities and becomes like a villain like the Joker. I think like that's kind of like the best that I can like, because I don't watch those movies, so like I think that's probably like the best way that I can explain it. It's not anything like it's just like a regular movie. Like it was like terrifying and it was amazing. Like it was amazing because it was terrifying. And honestly, if I'm paying money to go see a movie in the theater, that's what I expect. I should be shaking in my boots. I should be shook. So yes, Brightburn definitely scored a 10 out of 10 for me. So the next movie that I will be reviewing is the movie He's Out There. Now, He's Out There is a movie that was released in 2018. I don't believe it was released in theaters. I just watched it on Netflix. And He's Out There is just kind of one of those regular horror thriller slasher movies. So the movie basically takes place at a lake house. This woman takes her 2 young daughters to a lake house for the weekend while she awaits for her husband to kind of shortly join them after they arrive at the lake house. So they're going to be spending like a whole weekend at this lake house, you know, family getaway, whatever. So then these 2 little idiots, excuse me, I mean the 2 daughters, end up, you know, just exploring the grounds, kind of seeing like the lake and going out into the woods until they have this strange encounter, which they didn't believe was so strange, but it's strange because they're idiots. Excuse me, they're little girls. And that pretty much is the lead into a crazed, slashing, murderous psychopath killer that is terrorizing them for the rest of the weekend. And it's pretty much up to the mom to protect her 2 little idiots, sorry, daughters, from this crazed man that is pretty much out to get them for the whole weekend. Now, I gave He's Out There an 8.5 out of 10 on my rating scale. I believe it is like one of your regular slasher movies. It's really nothing about it stands out, but I personally thought it was like a hidden gem on Netflix because even though there's nothing like extraordinary about the movie, there's no like crazy twist or anything, it's still a good movie. Like it's still just, I just think it's a good movie. It is one of those movies that kind of makes you upset at the characters. Like, why do you lack so much common sense?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb.
Are you,
like, medically speaking, are you like
I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think, do you think
she's
dumb?
But, you know, again, it is up to the mother to protect her 2 young children, all by herself, you know, while she's waiting for the father to show up. And honestly, I think it's a great starter movie if you want to like dip your feet into like the whole horror genre, but you know you're kind of like a little bit of a scaredy cat and you don't want to just go straight for it. I definitely think He's Out There is one of the perfect starter movies to watch. I definitely think it's a perfect watch, you know, if you want to spend a night in watching movies, you know, with your friends, with your family, with your little boo, or by yourself like me. Yeah, He's Out There is definitely the perfect starter horror movie. And honestly, if you want to keep watching horror movies, you want to keep, you know, building up your collection, please continue to watch my videos. You got your movies for tonight. You're getting ready to go to the dollar store, get your little popcorn, okay? You feel me? Your drinks, your Arizona teas, your fruit punches. For me, I like a strawberry lemonade. Your candy, your snacks, whatever. So if you like this video and you got a feel of what you want to watch tonight or what you want to look for, please leave a comment below. Please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. You know, follow me on my socials. My socials are at the end of this video. And I hope you guys have a marvelous Friday. And I will see you again soon. I don't know about next Friday, but you know, if you see me, you see me, and I'll let you know if I'll be here. I will see you soon for another Friday Night Flicks. Bye.